There comes a time in every father's life when he must take his offspring to see the circus. Well, the circus is here, and so is Baby Snooks, accompanied by her father, played by Hanley Stafford. Enter Fanny Brice as Baby Snooks.
Well, Snooks, here we are at the circus. Now remember, I don't want you to go too close to the animal cages.
I won't, Daddy.
Wait a minute, I have to buy a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
There you are, mister.
Just a minute there, buddy. You'll have to pay for the little girl, too.
Look, that sign says children under 7 admitted free.
Is she under 7? She looks older.
Well, she isn't, and I ought to know. I'm her father.
Yeah? How old are you, little girl?
Huh?
Tell the man your age, Snooks.
98.
Oh, stop that nonsense. You know you're only 6 years old.
Never mind coaching the child, mister. Let her tell me how old she is herself.
I want to go inside the circus.
Well, tell the man you're under 7, and then we can go in.
Is this a streetcar, Daddy?
Oh, no.
Then why can't I tell the truth?
Come on, we're going home.
Cheapskate.
Now, you look here.
Ah!
Oh, stop yelling, Snooks, or I'll give you a licking.
I want to go inside the circus.
Well, tell the man how old you are.
Stop all that beefing and buy the kid a ticket.
I will not. It's not the 50 cents. It's the principle of the thing. She knows she's only 6 years old.
Well, if she says so herself, I'll let her in for nothing.
Go ahead, Snooks. Say I'm 6 years old.
Huh?
Say to the man, I'm 6 years old.
Daddy is 6 years old.
Oh, never mind. Here's the 50 cents. Come on.
How come going, Daddy?
Yes.
Daddy,
What?
is the man going to eat the $50?
Oh, no.
Then why did he bite it?
It was an insulting gesture. He wanted to see if the money was good.
Is it good, Daddy?
Why, of course it's good.
Then why didn't he eat it?
Oh, stop that. I brought you to the circus. Now enjoy yourself, you little devil.
All right. What's that funny thing in the cage?
It's a blue-nosed baboon.
Oh. I thought it was Uncle Louie.
No, it's not Uncle Louie. It's a monkey.
It looks like Uncle Louie.
Well, what if it does? You shouldn't say those unkind things.
Why?
Because it's not nice to compare a monkey with Uncle Louie.
Can a monkey understand me?
Oh, come away from there. Let's go in and see the show.
I don't want to.
Well, where do you want to go first?
I want to go home.
You can't go home. You pestered me all week to take you to the circus. Now enjoy the animals.
All right, Daddy. Oh, look.
What is it now?
Uncle Louie is scratching himself.
I told you it's not Uncle Louie. Come away from that cage. Now, here's some birds.
What kind of birds, Daddy?
They're wild ducks. Now, look at that one swimming around. See its pretty plumage?
What's plumage, Daddy?
It's feathers. Down. The duck's whole coat is down.
Is his pants down, too?
No. Oh, forget about the ducks. Now, look at the big elephant.
Oh. Daddy,
What?
look what that elephant is doing.
Well, what's he doing?
He's eating peanuts with his tail.
Oh, don't be silly. That's his trunk.
Well, where's his tail?
In the back.
In the back of the trunk?
No, in the back of the elephant.
Why?
Because that's where it belongs. The tail is in the back and the trunk is in front. It's really the elephant's nose.
But he's putting it in his mouth.
Well, what's so wonderful about that?
Can you do it?
Snooks, you're giving me a headache with your silly questions. Come on now, let's take a fast look around and go home.
I just want to buy me something, Daddy.
All right, what do you want? I'm asking you, what do you want? A balloon?
No,
You want a cane?
no,
Some peanuts?
no.
Well, what do you want?
I want a balloon.
Oh, all right. The balloon man is way back there by the monkey cage. Come on.
Can I have a big one, Daddy?
You'll take the regular size. Say, mister, let me have a balloon.
I want peanuts, too.
Well, give us some peanuts, too. Thanks. Here you are. Now, are you satisfied?
Uh-huh. Daddy,
And now what is it?
make the balloon bigger.
Oh, all right. I'll blow it up. Give it to me.
Bigger.
It can't go any bigger, and don't stand so close to that cage.
Make it bigger.
All right, but stop yelling. Now, look. You see that? It burst. Don't stop crying. I'll buy you another balloon.
I don't want another balloon.
And what are you crying for?
Uncle Louie grabbed my peanut.
Ladies and gentlemen, we invite you now to participate in a celebration marking an important milestone in the progress of entertainment throughout the world. The first international premiere in the history of motion pictures. It's now a little after 2 o'clock in the morning in England. A distinguished audience sitting in London's famous Empire Theatre has just seen the first English showing of Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer's first English production, A Yank at Oxford. Our program is now being transmitted to that audience in London by shortwave radio, so that they, as well as you yourself, will hear greetings from Mr. Louis B. Mayer, MGM Production Chief, who will address the audience in London. Mr. Mayer.
Your Excellency, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, it is with genuine pride that I send my humble voice across the breadth of the United States and expanse of the Atlantic Ocean to greet you upon this occasion. I am proud because tonight's London premiere of A Yank at Oxford marks another important step in the development of the motion picture industry in England, an industry in whose growth and welfare I have long been deeply interested. In producing this fine picture in England, the first in an impressive schedule of productions, our company has, I believe, contributed vastly to the international appreciation and exchange of popular entertainment. Here in America, I am happy to say, A Yank at Oxford has won the hearts of audiences everywhere. We sincerely hope England may find it equally enjoyable. The hour is late in London, although it is not yet the dinner hour here in Hollywood. And I know that you have been kind enough to remain in your seats at the Empire Theater must be growing tired. So without more ado, I wish to introduce to you some of the American members of the cast who appear in the picture you have just seen. First, it is my honor to present a distinguished and beloved artist, one of America's greatest, Mr. Lionel Barrymore.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. My friends in England, I may truthfully say that I wish I were with you tonight. I believe it was the poet Robert Browning who said, "Oh, to be in England now that April's there." It's just occurred to me that April's already 2 hours old in London, while here it's only the 31st of March. Of course, in Hollywood, March is just like April anyway, which would be all right, except that April is just like June. But sincerely, it was a real delight for me to revisit England for the filming of A Yank at Oxford, and I hope I may be permitted to return again in the near future. What about that, Mr. Mayor?
Lionel, that's what I call a subtle hint. The only difficulty is that everyone wants to go, but I'll keep your request in mind. And now let me introduce the charming and clever Maureen O'Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Would it be wrong for me to say hello to my mother and father who are listening in at our home in Ireland?
Well, now that you've said it, I guess nobody can object.
I'd also like to tell them to be sure and see our picture, but perhaps I'd better not.
No, Maureen, you better not.
Well, then I would just like to say hello to the friends and the many friends that I met while we were making the picture, and England, and I hope that I may soon have a chance to welcome them here in Hollywood.
I also hope you'll have that opportunity, Maureen. Now, I wish to present a gentleman who's one of the screen's greatest directors, Mr. Jack Conway.
Those are kind words, Mr. Mayor, and I thank you. But I hasten to say that whatever success I had in directing A Yank at Oxford was due in a large measure to the wholehearted cooperation we received from our English cast and from the English production staff and technicians. The success our picture has already achieved proves, I believe, that entertainment knows no international boundaries. And I'm convinced that through similar exchange of creative talents and efforts, England and America may profit mutually. Again, to our English co-workers, my deep and sincere appreciation.